Greetings, YouTube. I have no idea if Kabam actually watches my channel. I trust some content creators who behind the scenes have told me, yeah, they know what my channel is, they care about the fact that I have an influence in the community, and they obviously want my audience to care about their game. They should, right? They're a for-profit company that makes a beautiful game that I still play every day for multiple hours a day, and I still enjoy, and I want this game to be around. Not just for 1 or 2 more years, but like for 10 more years. That would be amazing. I would love to play this game for the next decade. I've played it almost for the last half of a decade, almost 5 years worth of a commitment to this game. That's longer than, unfortunately, quite a few of my friends' marriages lasted. It's longer than a full presidential term. That's longer than the time, at least normally, in between like Summer Olympics. And so I want to say that off the top because I'm not making this video to just complain or be negative Nancy or, to rant. I'm making this because I care about the game and I do want Kabam to make money when it's both pro Kabam and pro player. When they're making money but the player's getting actual value for it. And my inbox in the past 2 hours of recording this, since I posted the video talking about today's offer, which we will get to as a little bit of a rehash in this video, I haven't seen not just anger, but it's some pain, YouTube. I've got people who are telling me that they're used to spending $100 to $300 a month on this game, and now they're lucky to afford the Black ISO store because they can't afford rent right now. I've got people who are telling me that they're married and they have kids and their kids are stir crazy and they're stressed and they're running low on supplies and they can't even go to the store and find meat or toilet paper or other essentials. And so it doesn't even matter if they have money or not. They can't get what they need. And I've just got other people who are wanting this game to be their escape from the stress. And so when Kabam chooses to inflate already high prices during this time, it sends such a tone-deaf signal to loyal members that it does the opposite of what these bundles and these deals are intended to do. It makes a loyal customer base. I'm not talking about the people on the fringes that hate everything about this game, and even the people that I think only watch my channel when they think I'm being negative because they like negativity. I don't like that viewership mentality, right? I want to be objective. I want to praise Kabam just as vigorously as I criticize them when they do a trash deal. I still think that the most shocking thing, and I do eventually, Kabam never lowers prices except if they're about to introduce a new resource. So I do think Tier 6 basic catalysts are coming and Tier 3 alpha catalysts are coming because the Tier 2s and the Tier 5s have dropped so significantly in the Glory Store for free. But that's still, for the moment especially, a huge pro player move. So they are doing a lot well in 2020, and I don't want that to get lost in the nature of this video because some people are just going to see like the title and they're going to think that it's just a rant, or they're going to grab their pitchfork and they're just going to want to yell, but they're not actually going to want to be constructive and have an actual meaningful dialogue about this very serious issue. I have taken screenshots of 2 of the most troubling bundle prices I have ever seen in this game. And yes, this is for the quote-unquote in-game players, but it does trickle down to everybody. On Monday, we talked about how the 6-star Signature Stone bundle, which gave you just enough generics to equivalently dupe your 6-star. So this is the deal that is the equivalent of duping a 6-star champion. So like a dupe of a 6-star Aegon, for example. And 500,000 gold, which is half of what it should be. That was reinforced today with the 5-star class crystal bundle that did give 1,000,000 gold for $100, which in this case you see the $100 and it's 500,000. But several people reached out to me with screenshots and data to say, Prof, hey, remember when we used to get this for $60 and there were other things in it like class-based signature stones and then 5-star generics and 5-star class-based? They raised it by $40 and they took away all those bonus items. Now, listen, I believe what I've been told is correct. I believe that it is very possible that these deals are made by a marketing team 3 to 6 months before the code has been put in to the game. So it is very likely that this deal that you're seeing in front of you was made by a marketing team in, say, December 2019, before the coronavirus was a global pandemic, before people were having to stay home and miss work and file for unemployment, etc. But if I'm running Kabam right now, and I pray, if there's any video I've made that they're going to watch, I want it to be this one. You just have to rethink these kind of deals right now. It's not the time to raise prices in order to milk the whales, because it just sends this greedy corporate attitude that you don't care about people's pain. And this was Monday. Let's flash forward to Sunday, aka today, for this. The 9,000 unit price I would not have as much of a problem with if it also included an Awakening gem or if it also included rank up materials, but it is a gamble. It is a 6-star Hulkbuster pre-beta test. It's a 6-star Magneto. It's a 6-star Civil Warrior. $300. And I have been told from not just YouTube comments, but line comments, etc., that this is the price that people want to pay for a PlayStation 4. This is the price that people want to pay for a Nintendo Switch. Only, let's say you get it, plus all those games and all those hours of entertainment, and you decide in 6 months or 3 months or whatever, you don't want the Nintendo Switch anymore. You don't want the PlayStation 4 anymore. You know what you can do? You can sell it back and get a fraction of the purchase cost in return for value, because it's still worth something. This is effectively a game that gives you code to get a champion that you are leasing but you don't actually own, and that the terms of service at least bans you from ever trying to make money off of it. So you purchase a $300 gamble in the Marvel Casino of Champions with very little guarantee of a jackpot, and even if you get the jackpot, you can't sell it back for anything because it's not your property in the first place. You're not owning it, you're just renting it. So the fundamental concept of ownership in this game versus everything outside the game is also a tremendous difference that I should not underscore. Kabam, I am not saying in this video that you shouldn't make money. I am not saying in this video that you shouldn't try to give deals for whales. But we've seen 6-star hero crystals for $200 that aren't July 4th or Cyber Weekend. And in those deals that are $300, and I get this is a unit offer, so technically free-to-play players can get it, but it's still 9,000 units. We've seen offers that also include Awakening Gems, Signature Stones, Gold, Tier 2 Alpha Callus, Tier 5 Basic, Tier 1 Alphas, Tier 4 Class Callus, Tier 4 Basic. I could go on and on and on. Other value that isn't a gamble besides just a crystal. And I get, as one commenter said on YouTube, this is a test. This is like them putting out a 6-star vision for 30,000 units, hoping that somebody will bite on it so that they can gauge the supply and the demand. Every one of these offers is basic economics. They're trying to gauge the demand and see if the price point is too high. And we have seen throughout the years, because the first Tier 5 basic Catalyst fragment deal was $100 for 4,500, right? Now you can get that in the Glory store easy. So it's something that evolves, and this is the first time that we've seen something like this. But at the same time, it's not the time to do this. Kabam. If you are planning similar offers like this in the next weeks and months, just hold off. Lower the price, increase the value, and know that every time one of your very loyal subscribers and loyal players spends $1 on this game, it's $1 that they're not spending on their family or themselves. It's the $1 they're spending in your Marvel Casino. And so you should value that money more than you ever have before. And this is not even discounting or including some of you like Canadian viewers who reached out to me who said, Prof, you forgot tax and you forgot the conversion rate. This isn't $300 for me. This is like $425 for me in my currency. And that just paints the picture even more of why the marketing team cannot be tone deaf during this time. I am not saying this to criticize you, Kabam. I am not saying this to be negative Nancy. I am saying this because I want you to make money while not making your player base angry and depressed and less likely to spend money in the future because it looks like you're telling everybody to eat cake when they're starving. This is a historic time in the world to be as careful and cognizant and reflective on monetary purchases as ever before. And I ask Kabam and I ask you, YouTube, to help get this message to Kabam in this video. Please remember your player base. Please continue to put offers that aren't increasing in inflation, but have some acknowledgement of the time we're living in, because I want this game to be around another 10 years. And if this is the pattern that continues, it won't be around for another 1 or 2 years. And that would be so sad, because you could have avoided it had you just not kept pushing offers like this in this general direction.